Like, subscribe, and share. And don't be a dirty... Welcome back, all you fisters. Hey, welcome back to Top Dogs, bare knuckle fighting, reviews, reactions, and news. And I'm excited for today. This is the first episode of Who Is This Guy? And I was thinking, since I love watching Top Dog, and all you guys I'm sure do as well, when I'm seeing these guys literally beat the living crap out of each other, I'm asking myself, like, what are these guys at home? Like, you know what I mean? Like, are these guys cool dudes? Are they are they able to turn the switch off? I don't know. Like, I'm just asking myself, like, I wonder what these people are like outside of the ring. And so I had an opportunity to connect with someone who knows Naim, and I am going to share with you the first video that he ever sent to me that got us our conversation started. So here we go. Naim, the samurai.
Hi bro, I'm you video, respect. I'm absolute champion, top dog. My title, top dogs. Top dogs, fighter. Top dogs title. Top dogs title. I am number one pound for pound top dog.
Whoa! So when I got that, I was obviously super excited, right? And more importantly, I was like super impressed that he could speak as well of English that he did. And I just love the fact that he had to let me know that he was the pound for pound top dog champion. Apparently he's got the rings by his bed or whatever, you know. He just pulled them out like of a satchel and just started sharing with me. And it really was awesome. I was just super excited that he got back to me. And so what's happened from there is we've had some dialogue back and forth. Obviously he speaks Russian and doesn't speak English fluently. So I asked him if it would be okay if I wrote 10 questions down, translated them into Russian, and sent them to me, and that he could answer them in English. And he was like, let's do it. I was like, oh my God, this is going to happen. So this is the first question that Naim answered, and it's the most important one. Please hold.
Hi, I like Jet Li better.
Bang! Now that we got that one out of the way, I started off with some other ancillary questions that I thought were pretty insightful. First one being, where do you live? And then I added on top of that, how long does it typically take for you to train before a fight, right? Is it months before a fight? Is it months? 1 month? What is it? He was kind enough to send me some pictures of his father.
Currently living in St. Petersburg. On average, it takes at least a month to prepare.
I love it, right? Lives in St. Petersburg. Then there was a word that I couldn't get, and then he said it takes at least like a month for him to prepare for a fight. I mean, we're not adding any fat onto these conversations, right? Like, there's no need. So the next question that I asked him was, and I want to be, careful. I don't know enough about what is appropriate, or like what's a disrespectful question. You know what I mean? Like, that's a big deal in Russia. It's a big deal everywhere, but like, they'll kill you in Russia. So I asked him if he was married, and then I asked him if he had any children, and if he did, how old they were. All right.
Yes, I've been married for 4 years, and I don't have children yet, but time will tell.
That's what I'm talking about, Naim. No need to rush into it. You've been married for 4 years. You got married early, 23, I guess. And listen, you got to take your time with these things. Got to get yourself built up, and you kind of go from there. So I thought that was a great answer. Matter of fact, I know it was a great answer. Okay. So Next question I had for him was like, hey, are you a full-time fighter? Like, are you like Cantemir, who's the 70-kilogram grand champion at Top Dog? He's like a security guard. He is in construction, and I think he also is in like tiling, along with fighting. So, okay. So I was curious what that all looked like. This is what he had to say.
When I was an active fighter, I didn't work because I was focused on my career.
Hey, very well done. I mean, yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. Next question. So the next question I had for him was, have you sustained any like serious injuries? For example, during the fight that Cantemir had with the Mad Bull, Cantemir smashed the guy's nose in. He fractured his eye socket, broke his nose. I mean, like, these are, 3 to 6 month, if not longer, turnaround time. So I wanted to know whether or not he had ever sustained an injury like that. So, yeah.
I broke my arms results of a punch during a rematch with Bavarian Sniper in the first rounds.
Okay. Wow. So, just point of reference here. I was not aware, I don't know why I would have been aware, but I was not aware that he broke his hand or his knuckles or something in the first round with the Bavarian Sniper. And so what I've done is I've injected, anyone's from New England, grew up in the tri-state area, you'll appreciate this transition. And then I put in where I think in that fight he broke his hand. And it's, yeah. Whoa.
Let's go to the videotape.
Here we go. Oh my God! Oh my God!
Of the fight, I did not treat the injury and forgot with I 3 more times. I only treated it and had surgery before the last fight.
Did you hear that? I mean, I made sure I accentuated the audio so that everybody heard that. Now, if that happened within the first 15 seconds of the first round, that means that he was fighting with a broken hand for the remaining 4 3/4 rounds. Okay. And so apparently, according to Naim, had this injury before, and prior to this fight, he had surgery done, and then it looks like he broke it again. That's kind of what I gathered from his response. You can go back and listen to it a couple times, and if I'm wrong, just put it in the comments and I'll fix it. Now the next question is, Top Dogs has conferences, so right before a tournament, they'll get everybody together and they'll hype up the fight. So I had asked Naim if the last time he went to So I asked Naim if at the Top Dog 40 conference, if Daniel, the co-owner of Top Dog, took everybody out to eat. And this is what he responded with. And
I don't know what the guys had. I wasn't the conference.
Okay, so I fired my researcher for coming up with that question. Apparently, Naim wasn't at and didn't fight in the conference 40 because he's been retired for 4 years. Then we have the next question is, you stay in touch with any of the fighters that you come up against? Stay in touch with any fighters you don't come up against? What does that whole dynamic look like?
I try to be friendly, but when we are not together, he dreams of revenge and makes a lot of noise at the conference or online.
Wow. So I would have to imagine it's probably the same in Russia that it would be, let's say, like in the United States. I would imagine Floyd Mayweather doesn't stay in touch with Conor McGregor all that often, right? Like I wouldn't know if there would be any difference here in Russia, and apparently there isn't. No, they don't stay in touch with each other, and they fight each other, and then they go along their own ways, which is fine, no big deal at all. Now, the next question I asked Naim is, now that as he's retired, he's been retired for 4 years, what is he doing? And in this answer, he doesn't actually, I think, answer the question, but as a follow-up, I have the answer for you in the videos to follow. So, check it out.
First of all, there were contracting obligations, and when all the legacies came out, I ended my career and it was no longer relevant.
All right, that concludes our question and answer session. And I'm going to leave you with a couple thoughts about Naim, aka the Samurai. And I'm also going to include that you should stick around for an old photo of Naim when he was younger, an old photo with him and his father, recent fight, not recent, fight, top dog fight where his father's training him in the corner, and then a video of his father just completely super proud of his son accomplishing what he accomplished at Top Dog. It's really something special. And yeah, I think that's what I got out of who is this guy. I found out that Naim is a elite boxer and fist fighter, a pound for pound champion, Top Dog. That at the age of 23, he realized he didn't want to do it anymore. So he decided to do something else. And you'll see what that is when I'm finished with this explanation. And it's awesome. I walked away with a good gut feeling that this is a man that I could invite over to my house for Thanksgiving and Christmas and quite genuinely want to be around. That's how I walked away from it. And he's also a killer. Not really. He's a determined, elite fist fighter, combat fighter. And it's exactly what I wanted to uncover. What are these guys like? And with regards to Naim, I found out. So, sir, I am grateful for you and your willingness to connect. I love the fact that you have an amazing relationship with your father. And more importantly, that you're giving back, as you said, to the greater good. Like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. That's all I got. I'll see you on the next one.
Рвите мешки! Где ваши силы? Мячи кинули, боковой этой же рукой. Нормальный жесткий панч. Мяч кинули, боковой стоять. На кулаке стоит. На кулаке. Вот, подожди, пап, подожди. Можно я, пожалуйста, скажу? Это вот мой отец, мой первый тренер. Он сегодня выиграл. Мама, потихо, пожалуйста, потише, подожди. Мама, ты смотришь, мам, вот это твоя рука, мама. Слава Богу за все! Спасибо! А все, кто сомневается, что скажешь сейчас? Лохи, бля! Ой, извините, пожалуйста.
Like, subscribe, and share. And don't be a dirty book.